What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on a Wednesday. We got 10 games here tonight, a perfect size slate. And I got it broken down a few with my money six of my favorite plays, 2 pitchers, 4 batters. They're running that for you tonight and give you some great production. So before we get going, if you could slap a like in the video, give us over 80 likes again in this one, that'd be greatly appreciated. It really goes a long way and helping me out, so thank you. Let's hop right into it, though. Don't waste any time here. We got to get to the money plays. 10,500. DeGrom, just too cheap for me. I think he's due for a bounce back after that poor outing against Miami, probably because he faced some back-to-back starts. So the second time around, they were kind of ready for his stuff. But going against the Washington lineup, he's had very good success against in the past. 174 batting average against them at 32.5% K rate and 172 plate appearances. So definitely a big sample, and he's been really good against them. At home here in New York, should be very comfortable, and he's in a pitcher duel against Max Scherzer, so I think he's going to bring his A game here tonight. Maybe firing on all cylinders against the Nationals lineup that hasn't been very good against right-handed pitchers so far this year. Only implied 3.1 runs, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Max Fried at 8,500, coming off a really good outing against Milwaukee, 6 innings, 25 DraftKings points. And he's going against a San Fran lineup that really has been struggling this year against left-handed pitchers. They only have a 265 WOBA against them. And Max Fried is a guy that he's been okay with the strikeout so far this year, 22% K rate. But last year, his Ks were up a lot at 31% K rate. So maybe he has more upside than he's been kind of showing this year. And his salary is really good at 8,500. I think here tonight as an SP2 with the really good ability against a middling or below average San Fran lineup. And this is a park upgrade as well, going to San Fran. Really good pitcher's park. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. I think those two guys are really safe. And both can give us over 20 DraftKings points. And for my first hitter, I'm going to go with Javier Báez here at 5,000. He might not play. He had a heel injury that kind of kept him out a day or two, just one day actually. But he hit a pinch hit single last night in the bottom of the 9th inning. So I'm guessing he's good to go now, I would assume. And he should be starting here tonight. And if he does start, the guy is in this absolutely fantastic spot going against a left-handed pitcher, which he has very good success against this year. Not even very good success, just absolutely destroying it. A 643 ISO, a 627 WOBA against them. It is a really small sample, 32 plate appearances, but still those numbers are unheard of. Over 600 in the ISO and the WOBA. So really good stuff. And there's 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing to left field as well. And in a park like Chicago, the wind is very impactful. So I think the power for a guy like him at the right side of the plate is going to be really good against a lefty. He can definitely have some really good upside in the spot. And he does have an outside chance of always stealing a base if he's feeling okay. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Max Kepler here at 4,100. He's been a nice little hot streak, hitting very well. He's going to be in that leadoff spot probably again here tonight. 14, 8, 11, 12, 18 the last 5 games. And he's going against another bad pitcher in Matt Harvey, who's letting up 1.8 home runs per 9 to lefties and a 55% hard contact rate to them as well. So lefties hitting the ball very well against him. Kepler, 250 ISO against righties, so definitely has the pop ability against them. And that leadoff spot, he can get up to 5 at-bats. He also is a guy that has shown speed in the past, so maybe he can get a stolen base in this game against the Angels, a team that can be stolen on. So 4,100, nice price tag for a leadoff guy against Matt Harvey, who can absolutely implode any single night. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then I'm going to go with Kendrys Morales. I'm hoping that he's playing here tonight, or I'm just going to look like a dumbass recommending him back-to-back nights, and he's out both nights. But I was looking at it. Austin Romine, he comes in every few days, probably to give Gary Sánchez a little bit of rest at the catcher spot. But I would assume Gary Sánchez will go back to catcher, Morales go back to DH, as he has really good history against Dan Straley. And Romine doesn't really add anything to the lineup. I feel like if they just put Gary Sánchez and Morales in the lineup against Straley, Gary Sánchez could be like sleeping behind the plate and they'll still win the game. So Morales, he's 4 for 14 against them with a double, 2 home runs, so really good power ability. And this lineup has implied 6.4 runs. Straley has been absolutely terrible this year. Good good hitting ballpark in Baltimore here. Really good cheap price, like at $3,500 for Morales. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. This is a guy that has shown really good power, even last year, but he's just had some kind of tough luck to begin the year, but there's signs of regression, like I mentioned yesterday, or positive regression, that is. And for my final guy, I'm going to go with Nico Goodrum here at $3,500. Nice kind of sour relief guy that should be in the leadoff spot, and a guy that has really good upside if he connect with the baseball. His issue is that he does strike out a ton, but it can definitely be mitigated by a guy like Jose Urena, who is going against, who only has a 12% K rate versus right-handed pitchers. So if that K ability kind of goes out the window, can hit for more hard contact. Urena is a guy that allows it. He gives up around 40-plus hard contact to lefties over the last 2 years, and he allows a good amount of home runs to them as well. So Goodrum, a guy that has shown good pop when he can connect with the baseball, especially against righties, does struggle a lot against lefty pitchers, but Urena, righty pitcher, a guy that doesn't really strike out anyone, a good spot for him, and he does have the speed to steal a base if he can get in first and if they send him. So $3,500, I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you got DeGrom, Fried, Morales, Javier Báez, Kepler, and Nico Goodrum. So you have really good value plays that could pop, and Morales and Goodrum in really good spots. Kepler, that leadoff spot, really good upside against Harvey. And then Javier Báez could go nuclear in that game if he does play. But definitely keep an eye on the injury report if Báez is out, or even if Morales doesn't play for whatever reason again. But before you leave, be sure to drop a like in the video if you enjoyed it, got anything out of value here. 80-plus likes, like I said, is a target. Let's see if we can hit that. You can comment any questions you have down below in the video. I'll answer it all to the best of my ability. And make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more MLB DFS content. Hit the bell icon after you sub to get notified every time I upload. But good luck here tonight. Hope you win a ton of money. You can follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates in the plays. And we'll see you back here again next time.